yeah, sometimes girls will act like boys. And will actually try to, what she's doing right now, this is Lemon. That's my little girl, I produced her. And what she's doing is, she's probably going into ovulation herself. And what she's doing is she's trying to push the other two girls in here into ovulating so they'll cycle their eggs. And basically be the only fertile dragon around. And when the male comes around, he'll only want to be with her because she's the only one that's fertile. It's kind of weird. It's a thing that they do when you have dragons that live together, female-wise, because you never put males together. You will get some that will, during breeding season, during ovulation season, they'll push each other into ovulation, which is what they're doing. What the other girl is doing, what Lemon in the Bag's doing, is she's pushing Marshmallow over here to cycle her eggs and go through her ovulation. So when breeding season comes around and the male comes around, he's not going to find any interest in her because she has no eggs. She's not fertile. But Ms. Lemon over there will be nice and fertile because she won't be pushing out her eggs because she's not being fake breeded on. So this is just some weird activity that your dragons will do. Sometimes they'll also do this for dominancy. They'll do it just to prove dominance. And like I said, like sometimes people will be like, well, my dragons were aggressive at one point. And they asked me how to introduce two females together. Well, here you go right now. Right now, Marshmallow was just brought into the tank with Lemon. And what Lemon's doing is she's kind of like being a brat. She's showing off. She's like, oh yeah, well, I'm the tough guy in the cage, and I want you guys to understand it first and foremost. So she's laying down the ground rules, even though she is the smallest one. And typically that you'll find that when you have a colony of females that are living together, the one that is the smallest would typically be the most aggressive one. I guess it's like the small dragon syndrome, just like in people, you know, the smaller person always feels to be more aggressive, have something to prove. So you'll get that situation. Here's Lemon right now, trying to be a brat. You need to stop that, young lady. Why are you being so mean, Mommy? Calm down. But yeah, so don't get worried. This is something you just gotta watch them, see, and just separate them a little bit. See, well, luckily the thing is, Marshmallow here is not very aggressive, so she's just gonna like walk away from her and just like not care. Venus over here, very, very calm, very like timid girl. She doesn't get aggressive very much. She actually does that. She will do it too. I've had pictures of watching Venus push other girls in ovulation because she's a really great breeder. She loves to breed. She's actually a little skinny right now because she just dropped a third clutch for this season. First one was infertile. The second two have been really big and really fertile. But yeah, she does the same thing. I have pictures of her doing that to my other girl, Dove, once. So it's a very common thing for girls, even if they are sweethearts. Like, Lemon is a sweetheart. Typically, she's a very docile, sweet girl. But right now, like I said, during the breeding season, she has something to prove. And plus, this is like the introduction to each other. This is like her saying, you're now in my house, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen while you're here. But nothing really will go down. Nobody will get hurt, luckily. It's just signs of aggression for a second. And like I said, Marshmallow, she's not going to fight back, so she's not going to show her any signs of aggression. She's not going to respond to her. So it'll end like this, where Lemon will just stop. Now she's tired of flaring out because nobody's responding to it. It's kind of like with children. You know, when kids get all crazy and they act up, and you give them attention, they keep acting up. But if you ignore them, then they stop acting up because they're not getting the attention they wanted. Same thing with the dragons. They're just like big kids. When they act up like this, you ignore them, and they calm down. See? Lem's not even trying to be aggressive no more. She's now laying there. Because Marshmallow just didn't show her any attention, didn't show her any aggression. So that's one thing you want to see. When you do introduce your girls, you want to see that both of them, okay, if one of them is being aggressive, that's fine, as long as both of them are not. If the other female, if Marshmallow would have started responding back and started fighting back, I would have had to take Marshmallow out, or Lemon, either way. But I knew the girls would be fine. I know Marshmallow's a very passive girl, and I know Venus is very passive when she's not trying to breed. So Lemon, her, and these two girls can do really well together. But yeah, that's a little kind of an introduction to what you do whenever you have multiple females and you're trying to introduce them to each other. You just got to keep an eye on them. You see that type of aggression right there, just make sure it's only coming from one dragon, because there is going to be an alpha dragon inside the tank. Just with every clan, with every colony, you're going to have one alpha. So right now, Lemon has taken that position and said, I'm the alpha. So just keep an eye on it. Make sure that you don't have two alpha dragons inside of a tank and the other ones are not, you know, fighting back. And if you don't get that, then you'll be fine. Now I don't have to worry about these three because Lemon's shown her place in the tank, and these two have shown her that, sure, you can take the pace. I don't care. I'm too old to care about this. Lemon's still a young girl. She's just about to turn 1. Actually, I think she just did turn 1. So she's, actually, no, she's, yeah, a year and a month old. So she's 13 months old. So now she's going to stop. Now she's going to just run around and try to get out the tank like she's been doing for days now. And I think it's because she wants to breed, but I can't breed her because she's too small. She's not at the proper weight as far as I'm concerned. She's got the good length on her, and she does have a good body structure. She probably could do some breeding, but like I said, not enough weight. You know, because they do a lot of loss. If she does breed, she'll lose a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? A lot. And in that time, you know, if she has a good size already on her, that's why it's always healthy to breed at 400 grams or more. And the reason people say that, and the reason it's smart, is multiple reasons. One, mainly because you don't want to breed an animal too young. And two, when they have, you know, 400 grams or more, and they breed, when they go to lay eggs, typically they're going to drop about 50 to 60, almost 100 grams, depending on how large the clutch is. So if she were to breed right now, she's only like 300 and, I think she's like 317, 320. Okay, so if I were to breed her now and she lose 100 grams, she'd be under 200. She'd be like a 2, or even 50 grams, let's say. She'd be 260, 262. That's pretty small, you know what I'm saying, to be a mother. So that's why I'll just wait a little longer, let her get a little more weight on her, and once she's at a healthy, strong weight, she'll be ready to go. Oh, don't you worry, Venus. Also, good thing about this is, because Lemon's doing this to Venus, and Venus is right now dropping eggs, it's causing Venus to actually ovulate herself too, so she's fertilizing herself every time Lemon over here pushes her. So this is kind of a little trick if you want to get your dragons to get a good amount of multiple clutches. Pushing them into ovulation is a good trick. So if you got a female that's been trying to push other girls into it, and you have one that's laying eggs, if you house them together, that girl should reproduce a few extra clutches because of the pushing girl. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or concerns, leave them on the bottom. Bye.